Good morning, guys. Ed here. This is my dollar index analysis for the 3rd of August 2012. Now, getting started with the weekly chart, I've already drawn these circles in here. We can see that we have hit the level of resistance that I spoke about last week. This week, yesterday and the day before, I think as well. It's a level of between 83.50 and 83.65, which has been hit once, twice, three, so 4 weeks um, of price action getting to that level and then retracing, getting to that level and then retracing, or at least finding some sort of resistance and support. So we got there yesterday, and that's pretty much the plan I had for this week. So at the moment it is Friday. It is London before the NFP, London session before NFP, and we find ourselves in middle ground, which is a pretty tough spot to be taking any new trades unless you took the long from here or the short from up here. Pretty tough spot to be in, and probably not a good time to be opening new trades before NFP. Okay, so let's move down to the daily chart. Daily chart shows a clearer picture in terms of the level of support. Like I said, if we broke through this level of support here, which is the top of this triangle, then the next level would be this, and that level held and pushed us all the way back within, I think it was within an hour, we were up at our level of resistance. So had to be pretty brave to take that, but it was technically perfect. So I did take both of these trades, and there was quite a lot of pips to be made there. So where we find ourselves at the moment is, you can see the daily 5 just below here. That could provide some support for price action at the moment, and just because it's before NFP, it's caution. I wouldn't really be taking any new trades here, just to remind myself and yourselves as well that we are at just before a high risk event. So that's pretty much it on the daily chart. I mean, we hit both of our levels, and now we have to see what happens. If we get some sort of a double top here, then we could take it down to push it back to this trend line, or we could try and double top up here. So we have to wait and see what happens there. Let's move down to the 4-hour chart to see if there's anything we can plan for today. And just recapping from this week, these are trade plans that we had from this week. A nice move up. I mean, just as we had planned here. However, I don't know how you planned for this sort of trade. It did. This was within 1 hour. I think that will be visible on the 1-hour chart. But a huge spike. It did get into our zone, like I said, on the daily. So technically, should have taken this trade, and then that got us pretty much within an hour into our zone of resistance. Take profit and reverse the trade, and now we are slowly grinding down into a Fibonacci retracement level on this move, this upward move. Now, one thing I want to just talk about briefly is the reason I have this as my 4-hour zone here, short zone, is because we are at the between 50 and 61.8 Fibonacci retracement, and that usually gives us a good strong, if we are going to continue trending downwards, then that gives us a strong level of resistance where we can try and continue the path downwards. Now, the way to project this usually, let me just take this line here. So I'll take, that's 180 pips on the dollar index. Take that, and then from the high, just project it. That would take us down um, to our next level of support, which is once we break through this. So our first level of support would be obviously the mid 82 level. So where we've had all this price action which has found support, and then the next level would be this 82.20, and finally the final target 81.80, around 81.80. So on the 4-hour chart, that's pretty much what I'm looking at the moment. I am short from up here, so but we have a high risk event in a few hours, so whether that survives or not, we'll see. But that's it. And one other thing I wanted to say on the 4-hour chart is this stochastic being oversold and crossing down, on overbought, sorry, and crossing down. So if this does fulfill its prophecy, then we should have a 24-hour move down, because it takes about six of these bars to complete the excuse me, to complete the cycle. Six, and this is a 4-hour chart, so that's about 24 hours to push down. Whether we do get the full swing, seems a bit unlikely that it will happen in one go, but that is what I'm looking for at the moment. And then let's look at the hourly chart. Again, the hourly chart showing us the projection we had from yesterday, and you can see where I expected price action to turn around, right about here, off the top of this trend line. However, this triangle. However, I didn't really. It's pretty hard to predict something like this, so I did trade this just because of the power of the move. And once it got into my zone, I just reversed the trade. So that was a very, very nice trade to take. But initially, what I wanted to emphasize is that price action turned around off of this 1-hour short zone, got to our second zone, actually overshot it because of those comments, but then actually went up and fulfilled the prophecy of the trade plan. And now we're pushing down, and we'll see whether we get down to here, but this trade plan still remains. So what could happen at the moment is that we get a higher low. I can see a trend line just being, so this is going to be a level to look out for right here, from where we can get potential longs, and then see if we can make a uh, higher high from this swing, or if we make so basically once we push down here, see if we can make a higher high of this swing, and then we see whether we can continue, or we get down here, push up, make a lower high, and then continue to fulfill this trade plan that we've had from this week. But so far so good. The one thing that is pretty much uh, against this down move happening right now is the stochastic. Even though the 4-hour stochastic is up here, the hourly stochastic looks like it wants to turn around and push us up into um, push us up. And as I said, it takes about six candles to fulfill this whole cycle. So on the hourly, that would mean that by the end of London close, we should have a move up on the dollar index. So we'll see whether that happens. Something to watch out for. And the 15-minute chart, see whether that corresponds to everything we've said so far. We have the daily pivot just above 83, so about 83.05. And a possible trade that I'm looking to take is, just depends on when it happens really, but it's getting so late at the moment. I mean, so close to the NFP that I'll probably skip this one, but it's a decent setup. Push down to the daily central pivot and then bounce off. And I think this is going to be a level of a key level where we either push up higher to make either a double top or a higher high, or we reverse from it and then we make a lower low from this swing. So it's going to be a key level because it will be a retracement once price gets down to here, down to the daily central pivot. Any retrace will be about 50% fib retracement. Let's just see that. Yeah, you can see that. So it's between 50 and 60. And then from there we'll see what which traders win out, whether it's the bulls or the bears on the dollar index. So either down or we continue up. So this is a short-term trade plan that I'm going to be looking at. I don't know if I'm going to take it just because of the news, or if it happens after the news, then yeah. But I am short from up here, so we shall see. So thank you guys for listening. I wish you a lot of pips for the rest of the day and have a great weekend. I'll see you next week. Thanks.